Do you love a nice, crisp, clean, winged liner? Me too. I'm going to be showing you a few of my favorite styles, and I'm going to be trying a few different brands, a few new to me, and a couple that I love, and trying new techniques as well. Let's do this. Usually I do this in front of a big mirror, but let's do this. We're in this together. All right, so first I'm going to be using roller liner. Rollerball? Roller liner? Roller liner, Benefit. Love this one. Use this one a lot. It's a medium to fine line. Like you can get it pretty fine as well. It doesn't dry matte, which I don't love. I like a nice matte finish, but this one sticks pretty nicely. And this really depends on the type of wing you want to. There's so many different kinds. I think for me, the two main ones I like to call it is an Audrey. So like Audrey Hepburn. So this is more of like a flirty, fun, kind of like more of a cat eye. So where you're really following your bottom lash line and going up. And then the other one is more of like a Marilyn. So Marilyn Monroe, which is more like sexy and sultry. And so this one's a little bit more straighter. So let's go for this. So I usually like to start in my middle here, and I just draw my lash line first. Sometimes I don't even like to go all the way in. That's where I usually start, and then I bring up my wing. So I'm going to do an Audrey one first, so just following the line of my bottom lash line, just going up. And sometimes before I feel like I want to just like make sure I've got it mapped out, I'll do these lines first. So I've got them kind of like similar on both sides. Often another trick I like to do is like always like to start on my harder eye. I find that, you know, you have one that's always like more difficult for you to do. So start on that one. That's when you have the most patience, and then you go on to your easier eye last. And then, so now I've got the two lines, and then I just like to attach these two here. So it's kind of one of those things where you don't want to be looking too far down. I don't want to be looking straight ahead as much as possible. So I'm going to grab another mirror here as well. And then you just fill it in. That gives you your wing. Then you can just like sharpen it up. Boom, done. That's kind of how I usually do it. So that's just kind of like my basic, a basic B.
My basic B.
Just gonna put a little mascara on to finish it. Let me get that final look. So there's number one. All right, let me go on to the second one now. So this is a similar item as the Benefit one. This is a Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So this one I find is a little more fine for sure. And it looks like it's drying a little bit more matte. I'm going to swatch them afterwards. So this one I'm going to try doing a technique where you pull in from the outside. Oh, that's going to be a crazy big wing. Okay. Oh, great. That's a big wing. So this one already, I can kind of tell that it's bleeding a little bit. The front here, I don't know if you can see that. And already in the corner, you know when it kind of cracks? Yeah, it's doing that already. So I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, that's a little bit more of a aggressive one there. Let's put some mascara on to see what it looks like. All right, there's number two. The next one is also felt tip. These are obviously my favorite. This is the Fenty Full Eyeliner. I really, really loved this one. I found when I got it at the beginning, it was almost too wet. And now it's getting like better. It's like, you know, when you get those mascaras and they're too wet, and then once they dry out a little bit, then they're just so good. The only other thing with this one too is I find the felt tip end is kind of, it's not as pointy as I'd like it to be, but it's a great liner. So this one, I'm going to try the triangle method. So this should technically give me more of like the Marilyn. So with this one, you basically just draw 2 triangles on the corner of your eye. So first you'll do your line. So with the Marilyn, I'm not going to go up so much. I'm just going to go a little bit more straight. And then from here, you're going to want to draw a line up on the corner here. I've never done this before, so bear with me. And then I guess you're supposed to go down to the center of your eye, out to the corner. And then fill it in. All right, let us see. I don't know if I did that right. Did I do that? Is this what it's supposed to look like? Not bad. What do you think? It was fast. It was easy. Gives you a nice little guideline. I'm going to pop some mascara on. Let's finish it up. Do comparison. What do we think? Last pen is the NYX. That's the point. So this one is definitely more of a marker. It's a lot thicker. So I want to try the one where they just like swoop it on from the corner. Have you seen that? I don't know if I can do it.
You can do it! You can do it!
It's like sometimes you just gotta do a little meditation and just hope for the best before you do it. Okay. Maybe I need to look down. Ouch. So it did definitely work pretty well for that because it's kind of got that fat side that you can do that, and then like a nice tip in the corner where you can sharpen it out. Not too bad. I'm just gonna clean it up a bit. So the color's definitely not as like thick and saturated, I'd say, as the others, but still pretty nice. Definitely does just feel like I'm putting a marker on my face. Oh no, I fucked it up. Oh, patched it up. That's the thing I gotta learn with doing this too. Like sometimes you just gotta not play around with it so much. Definitely if you're gonna be putting like mascara on afterwards or like lashes even too, it's like, it's gonna be fine. Just move on to the next one. Like it's pretty thick when you put it on. I'll wait for it to dry. I don't know if it's matte really. Maybe I'm gonna bring it in a bit. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like not filling in very nicely. So don't love that for me. Let's finish up with some mascara. The faces we all make when we put this on. Really excited to see mine. Oh, my poor little eyeball. Ouch. Okay, there's that one. Yeah, with doing this, like, what's your favorite eye makeup remover? My poor little eyes. So the last one I'm going to do is a pot, like a gel liner with a brush. So this is how I always used to do liner. Actually, I haven't used a pot in quite some time, but I always found this was super easy. The different techniques I'm going to try to do with it is I'm just going to be switching up the brushes. So for the first one, I'm going to use a little angle brush here. This is the MAC 236. So this is what I've always used in the past when I've used it. And then something new for me would be trying like a really fine brush like this. So this is the Morphe M250-0. So that'll be new for me. So usually I would use just the MAC pot liner. I just grabbed this from the drugstore. What is this? This is L'Oreal Infallible Black Forest 24-hour lacquer liner. This one I kind of already did do a tiny little bit of a swatch on my hand. And what I like about these is they're so pigmented, first of all, and they dry super matte. So what I typically do is just pick up a bit of the brush. I always use the lid to just kind of dab it off a bit. And then the nice thing about the liner is you can use it to create the little guide. Like, you know, the liners you can buy like the little stamp where it just kind of stamps the little corner. This is what the brush kind of does for you. So yeah, I'll just go ahead. So I would always just kind of start with my line first and then bring it in. So this one I can tell already the difference. The MAC I find is even more pigmented than this. And this one's maybe a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, maybe greasy, I guess would be the word. Like it smudges a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in a little bit more and just kind of fill this in. And a nice thing you can do with the brush too is you just can kind of like wipe it off with some paper towel or some Kleenex and just kind of really clean it up so you can get a nice sharp edge. I'm definitely out of practice with this, but like I still do find it like just very, just easy. It's just like, it's just a quick way to do it. It does actually come with this brush, which I did test out. It's a little more of a flat brush. So not bad either. All right, so I'm just cleaning this up a little bit. I'm just kind of using a flat concealer brush. I've seen people do this on the top too. I'm more prone to do it on the bottom just to make that line more sharp, but yeah, so that kind of gives you a nice line there. I'll just finish it off with some mascara. All right, so there's the final look for the gel pot with the angle brush. Last one, so same thing, I'm gonna use the same pot gel liner. I'm just gonna switch up my brush. So now I'm using the tiny brush. So I've never used this small of a brush to do my liner before, so this should be interesting. And I wanted to try where they kind of do an outline from the top and in, and then color it in. I thought it'd be a little bit more finicky. I might try to do like the inner corner a little bit. This one definitely does take a bit longer than I'm finding. Well, I always do that and smudge up the end. It's kind of hard to get that point with this. I'm actually gonna go in a little bit underneath here. Shoot it up with this. And there's that one. Actually, I don't mind this. I feel like a cat. Ow. There's my final wing look. This is a pretty wild one, I'd say. It makes me want to put on like leather pants and go to like a rock concert or something. So there's so many different things you can do with liner. It really is just all about practice and being creative. But those are a few of my favorite pens or like products to use. I definitely did like this gel one from L'Oreal. Like it was good. It's matte, as you can see. It's this bottom one here. And I really like that about it. It does say it's a 24-hour long wear, so I'll be curious to see how it wears. I've been letting this dry for about five minutes now. And I can already tell like it definitely is smudging. I'm gonna go over these other ones. Oh, I can't tell if I'm pushing the other product into there. I think the other ones I was pushing the product into it, but they're all holding pretty well. I would say the winner, it's this one. It's the roller liner from Benefit. What was your favorite? What was your favorite look too? I'd be curious to know. And if you have any favorite liners that I should try, definitely comment below. Also, eye makeup remover, need to know that. And if you're curious on what I was using under each time, because I was washing my eye over and over again, I've been trying out new primers. I'm usually a Laura Mercier primer girl, but I was trying this drugstore brand, this Milani one, the Skin Quench, which was quite nice. I really liked it and was quite soothing after like repeated washing. So that's a good one. But if you have any recommendations for primers or concealers, let me know, because those are the things I'm testing right now. So I'd love to hear your input on that, or ones that I need to try that you're just obsessed with. Let me know down below. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.